Hi, this is Sakina Kasmi, your digital gal. Today we are going to create a lead nurture sequence. In our previous video, we created an automation which was sending a welcome email whenever a new lead comes in. It was also adding a tag and sending a notification on every new lead in the system. So creating a lead nurture sequence is important if you want to engage with your audience and if you want to share any promotion or any useful content so that it builds trust. So I have this sequence with me, which I'm going to use for the lead nurture sequence. These are 5 emails. So we should have at least 5 emails, and we're going to send by day 1, after day 2, sorry. Let's go to marketing, emails, and templates. So the first thing we need to do is we need to create an email templates so that we can just put in the automation and we don't have to create it at later stage. I'm gonna just duplicate this demo starter kit because I think this was the confirmation email. So let's duplicate and it will be lead nurture email 1 day 2. So we know this starts from day 2. I'm going to use the content that I have, and you can always use the content you will be using for your offers. So let's change the subject here by clicking on 3 dots, go to settings, change subject. It's always a good practice to change the subject here so you don't have to do it in the automation. You can skip from name and email because we can set that in the automation. So make sure in your GoHighLevel you don't use this first name. For example, your content was created by someone and they just added first name, or it was generated through AI. We have to replace this with a custom value so that they can auto capture the name. So this is the custom value. You need to click on this custom value, go to contact, use first name so that it uses a first name. I'm going to increase the font size for this. It should be 16, and there's an image, so the image can stay there. And the footer, I'm going to just add here, increasing the size. Okay. So now it's totally up to you. You want to add directly links here, or you want to add in a button. Here's your next step. Just add your information. Watch this 2-minute demo video. And if you want to use a button, you can also do that for login details. So it seems like a link. I'm just spending some time on this first email. In the next emails, we're just going to paste the content. So you can see how long it takes to create 5 email sequence. Or yeah. So let's save the template. I'm gonna also add line height. Save. And content width to 7. So this is my practice, but feel free to use whatever feels good to you. Okay, so our email 1 is created. Let's duplicate for day 3 and email 2. Let's say why. Update the subject. You can also add preview text, which is like show the problem. We don't have preview text here, but if you want, you can add any preview text. I'm gonna use from this. So I'm pressing Control Shift V. It um, auto use the email template fonts and branding. But if you just paste Control V, for example, if I just paste Control V, sometimes it doesn't pick. So the mirror, see how it works. I'm gonna use the button to see how it works. And let's say so day to email to is done. Make sure you also add a link here. Let's go back. I'm gonna clone this email 3, day 4. I'm just going to paste this content here. And this time I'm not using the button, so we can save some time. Yeah. Just update the subject. Now, after creating the email sequence, we will put this in the automation. And I'm going to show how so that you can, like all the lead coming in your system automatically also go to this sequence. And all of this should be automatic so that you don't have to do anything manually. Day 5, email 4. Yep. Okay, sorry. I copied the subject, which is supposed to go here. Let's copy the content, save. I'm gonna copy the subject for email 5, day 6. Copy the content. So that's it. All our 5 emails are designed, the templates are ready. Now we need to create an automation. Let's go to automation. We create from scratch. And let's name it lead nurture sequence. Starts day 2. What we will do here is the first thing we are going to do is add an action which is wait day 1. So it will wait for a day before sending the sequence because we are sending the sequence from day 2. And here add a new trigger. We are going to use tag as trigger. I'm going to tell why. Because in our lead confirmation sequence or the automation, we added a tag. So all the new leads are going to have this tag and they're going to automatically added to this sequence once they will have this tag. So the tag was lead form submitted. Now this automation will trigger as soon as they will get this tag, and then they will wait for a day. Now we are going to add email, send email action. So we're going to skip all this information because we already added in the template. So the template was lead nurture email 1 day 2. Yep, everything is good. Save. So if you're wondering where to add from, name, and email, you have to add under settings. So here you can just add once and it will automatically be added to all the emails. You don't have to add in every email you create. So I have created custom values I have created custom values for sender details. I'm going to use that. I think probably not in this sub account. So let's use my name as sender. Email should be the account email actually, but let's say I'm going to use this for now. Now let's save. Okay, here's a trick. If you don't want to, because we know that we are going to add wait 1 day, then another email 1, then wait an email. So I'm gonna just copy all actions from here and paste here. So it automatically adds a wait and automatically adds an email action. I'm just going to change this and select a different email, which is email 2. Now I'm going to do the same because we have 3 more emails. These are just tips to save time. Email 3. It's good to add the numbers here so that you can easily see how many emails you have already added. Email 4. Now the div link is, sorry. Here, and this is going to be email 5. Save. So we created the email sequence and we have added in this automation. Let's publish. I'm gonna also do a test really quick to see if it's working. Let's go back to the form. So this was our previous workflow, lead magnet confirmation email, which I've opened here. Yeah, here. So the form was lead form, or we can also start a Git. So I'm gonna just do a test. Let's go to forms, preview, test SK, number. So I'm gonna use my email. Send me guide. We're not using a lead magnet landing page yet, but just this. So I have signed up. Now we can go to contacts, and here you're going to see all your leads, all your contacts. So you can see I just signed up here. Yep, I got these tags, which is demo starter kit and lead form submitted. Now if you open the contact, you can see how many automations this contact is in. Let's say automations. So you can see that I was part of the confirmation email sequence and the nurture sequence. So now if we open this here, it will show where the lead is waiting. And because we added wait here, yep, so it shows that the lead is currently waiting on day 1, which is this, and you can also click here and see. The sequence is working, and this is how you can create your own sequence and add your leads so that it automatically sends out the emails. And what you can do after the sequence is you can also add a tag like lead follow-up, so that you know this lead was sent all the emails and they're still lead. I hope this was helpful. Hit like and subscribe if you want to learn more hacks. Thank you.